Hello everyone, Francesco back here. So today we are going to talk about the deck. So if you are here today and you've seen the past video, you know that fundraising is massively important and you will always raise only and only if you will have a massive idea. So if you have a small but profitable market, we don't care. If you have the potential to be a unicorn, yes. Now that you have the potential to be a unicorn and you need you know that fundraising means success, you need to start fundraising. How do you start fundraising? You first create your strategy. So how much you need, how much you worth it, and what do you and who to ask. Okay, and we already discussed it. Now once you understand what could be your valuation and how much you need for what, you go into the being in the same room with investors. So you start with angels and then you start with VCs, you create the list, get introduction, get meetings with people and start pitching. Now, but obviously the main weapon you have is the deck. What is the deck? The deck is the deck is probably should be 12 slides top, and unless you don't have Series A, and this is the YC deck. Now, every deck is different. Every deck, every situation is apart, but this deck is the Y Combinator deck. It's what people usually, if you send something like this, the chance you're gonna make a mistake with your deck are really, really low. So we're gonna go through this, but know that this is not the perfect solution. This is one of the most effective, but it could be improved depending on your case. So first slide. Remember one thing: less word, always less word. Be super clear and send it to someone and ask him or ask her what they think, and ask them to explain what the deck says, because sometimes you think you are clear, but you're not. With that say, let's start. So the first slide will be the big idea. So what you're going to do, your name, your company logo, that's great. Then you're going to talk about the problem. So you describe the problem that you're solving. After this video, I'm going to do also a delivery. So I'm going to explain you how could you deliver this. And most of all, I want you to understand what does that means. And I'm also going to do an example of this. So you have to describe the problem that you're solving. So let's suppose I'm giving a real example. So we have a portfolio company that is doing a mobile app for autistic children. So children that have autism, and they basically, with this app, they increase the attention rate. Okay, so the problem is that autistic kids have problem focusing, and there's no solution right now. There's no actually material right now for these kids to do something that increase their focus and let them be more focused. So, and right now, this is actually an important thing. There's a wave of opportunity that you are seeing in the market. So the market is actually growing because actually that's the truth. So parents are becoming more aware of their children problems. They want to help more their children, and technology is so easy to use. So everyone has a telephone, so they could do it. Now, what for this problem, so increase the focus of autistic children, what the people could use? They could hire someone, but obviously it's really very expensive, just 1 hour every 2 days. They could use a book, or they could spend time with them, but it's really time consuming, or they can use my app, or they can use my competitor's app, but maybe my competitor's app is not really that working. So you talk about the problem and you say there's no solution right now for this problem apart from me. What is my solution? You explain what is unique about your approach and why you're solving the problem no one is solving right now. And then you demonstrate the quantifiable benefits of your program, of your product. So you say, why people love my app? Because an average child could focus 10 minutes. With me, 25, 1 hour. That is very important. Look at this. Large enterprises enjoy up to 80% savings in our employee retention costs by implementing our HR management solution. Now, let's talk about go-to-market. So how will you do? So what are the channel? What are the go-to-market strategy you're using to get new clients? Direct, word of mouth, Facebook, Instagram, etc. Now, what have you done so far? How many clients you've got? We want to see this kind of graph of growing. How many clients you've got? How many trials? How many revenue, etc. Okay. Then you talk about financial overview. So I want to know how much does a client cost and how much an LTV is. So LTV is lifetime value, and CAC is basically is the average cost that you got per clients. Okay, so how much you get to get, how much you need to spend to get clients. The total amount you have today and the revenue. Okay. Finally, I want to see the team. So the team, the cooler the team, the better, obviously. If you don't have a cool team, I want to see at least your experience. And if you don't have a cool team, I obviously like good schools or like success at past companies as good. If you have a cool team, the most important thing is you being very nice. If you're very nice and very smart and very eager to learn and listen to the investor, there's a good plus. What I also want to see is this, because if someone can do a lot of money, it's definitely good. Finally, how much I'm looking for and how you're planning to use, and what else are you looking for? That's important. Again, very important thing is that you keep listening to feedbacks, because so the main category or one of the main skills of all the winners in the startup world is they're very much eager to listen to feedback. So if you demonstrate that, if you just want to prove yourself right, we know 100% that you're going to fail and we're never going to work with you. Okay. Also, be with an investor is a 5 to 10 years journey minimum if you're lucky. Otherwise, it could last 6 months and you fail. So I want to work with you just if I feel like I want to spend time with you. So if you're not nice, I don't care. I don't invest in you. Okay. After the end, you do the summary. So you can write like, okay, I'll recap of what I said. Big market, big need, no competition. That's my goal. And then finally, you say end, and you every time someone asks a question, or just write the top 10 questions that you think you're going to receive and create an appendix with slides for every question that the person might have. So if you know that the person always cared about how much parents are they willing to spend, or how defendable is your IP, something like this, you create a slide that you put after the deck. Okay, after the deck you create a slide explaining all those questions. Okay, finally we're going to talk about how to present this deck, and we're going to see in the next episode